Hello everyone, and welcome to this quick user's guide for the SFR Spotter Chrome extension. In a previous video, I have shown you how to install this extension on your system. So if you have followed the steps from my previous video correctly, you should have your Zillow API key ready, you should have the Chrome extension installed on your system, and you should have signed up and created a new account on our website. In order to verify that the extension is correctly installed on your Chrome browser, you should see this icon here beside the address bar on the Chrome browser. This icon is the extension icon, and it opens a small window showing all the settings needed for the extension. Just an important note, this icon only works if you are on Zillow, because the extension only works on Zillow right now. But if you go, for example, to Google or any other page, this icon will be disabled or deactivated. Only if you are on Zillow, this icon will work. What this icon actually does is, as I mentioned, it opens a small window which contains all the settings for the extension. We will be discussing all these settings one by one shortly. But first, you need to sign in to start using the extension. Just click sign in here, and this should open a new Chrome tab, allowing you to enter your username or your email and your password. Just click sign in, and this should take you to a new page that will confirm that you have successfully signed in, and you can close this tab. We don't need it after that. And you can also confirm that you are correctly signed in by going back to the extension window and seeing your name right there. Now you're ready to start configuring the extension. The first thing you should do is to fill in your Zillow API key. If you have followed the first step from my previous video correctly, you should have your Zillow API key or ZWS ID sent to you from Zillow to your email, and just copy it and paste it right here. So this one shown here in this video is not a real one. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. So don't think about testing with this one. It doesn't work. I have tried, trust me. And you just need to enter this key once, and the extension will save it. You don't need to worry about this anymore. Okay, so now let's talk about the financial profile settings. But before I go through each one, let me explain to you briefly how this extension works. So you basically go to Zillow and make a search. Let me make a saved one here, Denver, Colorado. And of course, when you're making a search, you can play with these parameters as much as you want. The main thing we want here is to have some results here, as you can see. Basically, the software evaluates all the properties on the search page at once to calculate the return on investment and determine the profitability of each one. As with any investment, to do this, you need to know two things: the revenue and the costs. Well, for the revenue, we use the rent estimate, and for the cost, we use these parameters in your financial profile. So let's talk about each parameter in more details. The first parameter here is the down payment, which basically represents your capital against which the return on investment will eventually be calculated. Enter this value as a percentage of the property price, and you can also put a maximum value for it here. Otherwise, leave this field here empty if you don't want to put a cap on the down payment. As you know, if the down payment is less than 20%, your lender might probably make you buy mortgage insurance. So always try to keep this value above 20 as much as possible. The second parameter is the mortgage plan and interest rate. You have a selection of plenty of plans here, as you can see, so choose the right one for you. Also, you'll need to enter the mortgage rate manually yourself. This rate, of course, changes from time to time, from one state to another, and it could also change depending on your specific situation. So make sure you keep this rate updated as much as you can. The third parameter is the insurance. Here you enter the annual home insurance you expect to pay for the property. Make sure you also keep this value as close as possible to the average in the area you're searching. Parameter number 4 here is the taxation rate. This is the annual property taxes the owner of the property pays to the county. It is entered as a percentage of the property price on an annual basis. You should also change this value as you move your search from one county to another. And last but not least is your target ROI, or your desired return on investment. This value here separates the winners from the losers based on your preference. Any property with calculated ROI above this number will be shown as a profitable property, otherwise it will be marked in red. And that's pretty much it. You're now ready to start your search. Please don't forget to hit save here after you finish for any changes to take effect. So now you are ready to make the really profitable investment stand out in this crowd of properties here. As you can see, there's a new button here in the search bar, the Spot SFR button. You just click on it like this to trigger the analysis on all these properties. And in a few seconds, as you see here, you'll start seeing the expected ROI of each property right on its image, as you can see now. The ones marked with green have ROIs higher than your target ROI, and the red ones have less, of course. However, this is not over and you're not done yet. The numbers you see here are only preliminary estimations for the return, and it's missing two important pieces of information. A, the homeowner association fees, and B, the taxation rate could be wrong. You see, when analyzing all these properties, the assumption was that all of them are taxed with the same rate you entered in the financial profile. Of course, the taxation rate could be a little different for each property. Now, in order to finalize the analysis to get to the final ROI estimation, you just need to open the page of the property that looks interesting to you. Once you do, the software will read the HOA fees and the correct taxes right off it, plugs them back into the equation, and rerun the analysis. Let me show you what I mean with an example here. This property here has been calculated by the software to have a return of 10.8%. And this calculation was based on the assumption that the taxation rate is 0.53% as we entered in the financial profile. And it was also based on the assumption that there is no homeowner association fees because the software simply doesn't know it yet. So in order to find out how precise this number is, we should go into the property page to see. Remember, this is 10.8%, so if we go inside the property in a few seconds, we'll see, okay, here's the new analysis. It's 10.2%, which is 0.6% less than the original calculation. Of course, this is caused by the fact that there is homeowner association fees larger than zero, $35 per month, which took a small bite out of our return. So it's now 10.2% on the offered price and 10% on the estimate. And if we close the property page here, we'll see that the final number has been updated here, and it's marked by a double check marks like the WhatsApp thing. And yeah, this will show you that this property has been viewed before and it's now verified, and this number is final. So in any other property, let me check if we Okay, let's try this one. It's 10.4%. If we go inside, okay, it stays at 10.4% because I think, oh no, I'm sure that there is no homeowner association fees. That's right, $0 per month. And of course, the property taxes is at 0.53%. As you can see from the first example, if the taxation rate is entered correctly from the beginning, the difference between the preliminary estimation and the final one is very small, only caused by the homeowner association fees. In some rare cases, the homeowner association fees could be very high, so much so they may flip the property from green to red, but this is not the typical case. So here you go. You have just basically analyzed 25 properties with a single click, and it only took a few seconds. You can clearly tell the right ones from the wrong ones based on your own selected financial profile. And if you want more precise estimation of the profitability of any specific property, you can just get in its page and see detailed analysis in two different scenarios. A, if you buy it on the offered price, or B, if you buy it on the Zestimate price. You can keep doing this, of course, in different Zillow searches. Just change your search criteria and click the Spot SFR button to see the analysis. You may only need to revisit the settings window if you are searching in a different county or the mortgage interest rate changes or something. And this pretty much covers it. Have fun hunting for your next investment. If you have any questions or issues, please contact us through the contact form on our website, or write directly to me through my email shown on the extension page on the Chrome store. And while you write it, if you do like the extension, please rate it on the store. Thank you for watching and have a good time.